What's going on with them? Why we can't see more carries from our backs? That's what we recruited and signed them to do, is carry the football. Like, why are we not seeing them more? Getting into this conversation right here, and I know there are certain players, there are certain guys that you wanted to see play this season. You wanted to see how they were doing on the field or how they would do on the field this year under DeBoer, Kalen DeBoer and his coaching staff, but we have not gotten the opportunity to see certain players on the field. Of course, we're excited to see the guys that have played, that have been out there, that have made an impact, that have made a contribution. Of course, we're disappointed with the players that got hurt. Sad to see a Keon Sabb go down. Sad to see a Cole Adams go down. Sad to see a Q Robinson go down. Of course, sad to see a Deontay Lawson go down. You never want to see anybody get hurt in any situation whatsoever, but we've seen guys play this season. We've seen guys step up and make impacts this season. We've seen guys that have been pleasant surprises this season, i.e. Brayson Hubbard in the secondary at that safety position. But there are also those guys that we saw them come out of high school, and we saw them be so dominant at the high school level, so impactful, so captivating at the high school level, and then they come to Alabama, and we think, oh my gosh, they're going to be great. They're going to be phenomenal. They're going to be incredible. I just can't wait to see what this particular player is going to do for the Crimson Tide, and you don't see them. And then you go, what happened? They just disappeared. What's going on? Why aren't they not playing? Did something happen? What has transpired? Why am I not seeing this player that I watched dominate at the high school level not having this success at Alabama right now? Or why have I not seen this player who I saw, the first 1 to 2 years of Alabama have big success, and now they're not seeing the ball or seeing the field in a way that I thought they would be able to see the field, right? So that's the question right there. And the players I'm referring to, you look at guys like Keon Keeley, you look at guys like Kobe Prentice, Kendrick Law, Caleb Odom, Emmanuel Henderson. You look at guys like that. You look at guys like, James Smith. Why are we not seeing James Smith more? There's just so many different guys that you can put into this category, and you wonder, why are we not seeing these players? So first and foremost, I'm going to look at Kobe Prentice first, because Kobe Prentice entering this season, the first 2 years of him at Alabama, he was productive. 49 catches, 651 yards, 4 touchdowns, a guy that was a speedster out of Calera High School here in Alabama, former 4-star in the 2022 signing class, a guy that had really good freshman year, good sophomore year, a guy that entered this season as the most experienced playmaker on the roster at his position, but he's been basically relegated to a 3rd or 4th stringer on this team. And I understand Jeremy Bernard followed Kalen DeBoer from Washington to Alabama. So Jeremy Bernard has more feel for the Kalen DeBoer offense than Kobe Prentice does. And I know that when DeBoer first got here, his first assignment was, hey man, get Ryan Williams back, recommitted and signed to the Crimson Tide. Because when Nick Saban retired, Ryan Williams decommitted. A lot of us were panicking and worrying. Ryan Williams is just decommitted. What are we going to do? Kalen DeBoer's first job, getting on campus, get Hollywood Williams back, recommitted and signed. And we all appreciate both of those guys, Jerm and Hollywood Williams, but it's like Kobe Prentice can ball too. Where is he? We're not seeing him on the field until it's like the second half of games, second half of matchups. Like, why is he not playing more? And I know he had the concussion issue against Vanderbilt, but why is Kobe Prentice not playing more? That's the question. You look at, Caleb Odom For example, he comes in 6'5", 230 pounds, a strong high school career. He comes in as a tight end. He's moved to wide receiver. He has an impressive spring, good in summer workouts, strong in fall camp, and he's only had 5, 6, maybe 7 catches this season. He's not being targeted much at all. And we're like, why isn't Caleb Odom getting the ball more? He's 6'5", 230. He's a freak athlete. Get this guy the ball. Why is he not seeing more targets? This has been frustrating for you as Alabama fans. You look at names like Kendrick Law. You look at Emmanuel Henderson. You look at Jaron Hamilton and Rico Scott and Bubba Hampton. It's why are these wide receivers not getting the ball? Why are they not getting the touches? Where are these wide receivers in relation to the field? Why are we not seeing them more being active in the football game? It's like the only 2 guys Alabama's utilizing at that position are Jeremy Bernard and Ryan Williams. Which, once again, no disrespect to neither of the two. You love both guys, but Alabama has far more receivers out there. Where are they? Where are they? That's what you're asking as an Alabama fan. You're also asking as an Alabama fan, what's going on with Keon Keeley? He comes in 5 stars, 6'5", big body out of Florida in that 2023 class as a pure pass rusher. Right? He comes in, been recruited by Coach Saban, and, now you have Coach Womack. He's learning a whole new style, a whole new position here, going from a 3-4 stand-up rushing outside linebacker to now you are a 4-2-5 hand in the ground, bandit, field side defensive end type, though you can be an outside rusher as well. We've seen Keeley play against LSU and against Mercer and against Oklahoma as of late, but why are we not seeing Keeley more being used early on in football games, getting after the quarterback? You need that edge rusher. You need that constant pressure in the quarterback's face, and Keeley is somebody that can get you that constant pressure, but why is he not on the field more? Right? You as Alabama fans have been asking that question. You've been asking questions about why are we not seeing Justin Jefferson more? He lays the boom, he lays the thump, he brings the heat. He's out there knocking people out. Why is he not involved in the games more? Now, Jefferson's going to get his chance now with Deontay Lawson out for the season with the leg injury he suffered against Oklahoma. But prior to last week, we're all asking ourselves, why have we not seen Justin Jefferson more? What's been holding him back from being out there on that field more? Right? We have all been asking ourselves these questions. We're also asking ourselves these questions of, why haven't the running backs gotten the ball more? Why haven't we seen Justice Haynes, Jam Miller, Richard Young carry the ball more? I know the coaching staff likes to use the zone read with Jalen Milroe and his legs and his athleticism, and that's all cool and fine. But when you got big star running backs, give them the ball. What's going on with them? Why we can't see more carries from our backs? That's what we recruited and signed them to do, is carry the football. Why are we not seeing them more? So there are a lot of questions that you as the Alabama faithful have been asking. You've been asking, James Smith, can we see more of him on that defensive line? There's been a lot of these questions. And for me, I look at this right here for me. I look at this. It's one of two things. It's either A, the player or players in front of the guy or guys that you want to see out there on the field. Either the player in front of that guy hasn't done enough to prove the coaching staff he is not the guy, and you need to play the player that you as the fans want to see out there, or the player that you, the fans, want to see out there has not done enough on a consistent basis to force the coach to say, we got to play you. It all goes back to something Nick Saban said last year. Force us to play you. Make us play you. Leave us no doubt that you are the guy and force our hand. It's either we play you or we lose the football game. And we're not trying to lose the football game, so we got to play you. That's what Nick Saban was going with that. Either make us, force us to play you to where it's either we play you or we lose the football game, right? That's what Coach Saban is saying. So it's one of those two things, right? It's either A, the player that's already out there has not done enough for the coach to say that that guy is simply not the guy, or the guy that you want to be out there playing is not doing enough consistently to force the coach's hand. That's what we're seeing right now. That is what I am seeing right now. And hopefully we can get to a point where the players that you as Alabama fans want to see on the field, those guys will force the coach's hand, be consistent, be out there, and playing out there on the field, creating that impact. But that's just my thoughts right there on that situation, on just where are the players that we want to see more so on the field this season and why they have not been out there. But this has been yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, just giving my thoughts on that conversation.